I've been so busy with useless politics that I forgot about other passions that I've had all these years. So I finally managed to get my hands on the Radeon RX 6700 XT. Finally. I mean, it took quite a while. I mean, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you best ways to get those because they're quite impossible to get GPUs these days. So I have a small rig here that generates a little bit of income. If you guys are interested in knowing how that's set it up, I can easily show you how it's done. I'm sure there's tons of videos online, but more than happy to help you out. So we're gonna add it to the family, and I'll show you the settings that I've been playing around with. Ideally, what just so you can have an idea why you don't just go ahead and mine on a graphics card as soon as you get it is simply because you don't want to wear it. You don't want to wear it out. So if you're running a GPU at maximum power and maximum temperature, you're going to end up burning it, or it's going to end up, some of the diodes might die off. Some of the soldering will wear off because of the heat. Most likely the fans will wear up first, the ball bearings on them. So it will age faster and die faster. So what you have to do is you have to play around with the settings to down volt or undervolt the graphics card. At the same time, you want to increase the memory, because the memory is really what's going to cause you or create you the better hash rate. So we boost the memory as much as possible, which in this case is 2150 on the 6700 XT, and we want to play around lowering the core clock speed here as low as possible, and undervolting it, as well as lowering here. In this case, the power tuning I can only go down -6%, but as you can see, it still does somewhere between 115 to 120 watts, so it's not a big deal. You have to play around with the fan. As you can see here, it's running quite hot, somewhere between 57 to 62 Celsius. That's not a comfortable temperature. Obviously, it's not bad, because if you're mining at 70, 75 or 80, then your video card is going to die within a year or so. But if you're in the healthy 50 degrees, then you're going to last easily for 5 years, if longer. And what you want to do is you want to try and lower actually the fan speed of the graphics card, and have external fans running, just blowing some cool air on it, because those fans are like $5, $6, $10, depending if you want them to be noisy or not, and they generate enough airflow without too much noise. It'll cool your card. This way you can lower the fan speed on those cards as low as possible, so the fans on the card actually don't die. And if you're bigger fans that cost you $5 die, those far cheaper to replace. So here I'm just using nice hats as an example. I mean, I like nice hats. I enjoy them because they just pay you in any currency you want. I obviously prefer in Bitcoin, so I just leave it there and then cash it out whenever I want to. In this case, they have other miners too. I was playing around with different miners, trying to figure out which miners seem to work better for the 6700 XT. So here you can do fine tuning on the temperatures of the graphics card, just to make sure that when you reach, for example, 50 degrees, you want to increase the fan speed to say 50% or something like that, and you're going to play around. So the average hash rate that I was getting all this time is somewhere between 47.5 and 48 hashes, and that unfortunately end up with the crappier memory, which is the Micron memory. Obviously, if you got lucky with the Samsung memory, you'll do a lot better. But I mean, that's what happens. It's really a draw on the luck. And I got this directly from the AMD store at MSRP. Ideally, when you want to get those video cards, you want to get them at MSRP, because you don't want to pay double or more for the price of the graphics card, especially if you plan to mine with it. Because when you're getting these cards, you want to look at something called the ROI, the return on investment. And the return on investment on this card, you're going to soon see it generates approximately $5.36 a day, give or take. And I mean, that means within 100 days I pay off the card, which is a little bit more than 100 days, but that's pretty good. I mean, you're never going to get that ratio. You're going to get that ratio in the 5700 XT, which is the older generation, but better, but good luck finding it. The 6800 is a bit more expensive, but does 72, so the ROI on that one is significantly less. I think it's in 60 or 70 days. So that's how you want to do it. This way, within that amount of time, then you paid off for your card. You got the card price for free, and then, well, I mean, you get a free video card, or you can keep mining on it and make more money. See, as you can see here, we're still hitting high temperatures between 58 to 64 degrees, which is not good. So we have to play around with the voltage. As you see, I set it at 1,000 millivolts over here. We're going to be dropping that and playing around a little bit more. So of course, one of the biggest problems you're going to run into is if you have different video cards mining at the same time. So you have different settings for each video card, which makes things a little bit more complicated. And if you're using different cards on the same miner, also that sometimes causes different problems. So anyways, long story short, for the 6700, the more stable miner is actually the NB miner doing Ethereum, and it's doing about 47.47 mega hashes, which is, you know, it's pretty good. I mean, obviously the 57 is 3 hashes higher, but sure, 3 mega hashes higher, but I mean, it's going to be hard to find. It also runs about 3 degrees hotter than the 5700. So ideally, you want to get the 5700 because it's more for your buck. I mean, for a mining perspective, I mean, I don't care about the gaming part. Anyways, hope this was helpful. Like I mentioned, if you want to know how to get these cards because they're impossible to get, you can't just go to a website like Best Buy and so on, or Newegg, and just keep refreshing and hoping for the best. It's just never going to happen. So here's my suggestion to you. There is a YouTube channel that is doing a live links on whenever a GPU drops. I'm going to put the link in the description as well. They also have a Discord channel which also posts on different channels depending on the video card you're looking for right away in the channel as soon as GPU drops. It's a lot faster than those email notifications and so on. So if you have that on and you have the sound on and it pings you, then you can, as fast as possible, click on that link. Make sure you're logged in onto any of these sites that they're telling about. So if it's a Newegg or directly from AMD, because mine I got it direct from AMD, which gives me the MSRP, the actual real price, not the inflated price that could be literally double the price. But through those links, if you log in, make sure you have an account, everything ready, whatever you're gonna buy from Newegg, Amazon, whatever. Best Buy, make sure you have an account, all logged in. So as soon as the link pops up, you click on that link, which is going to pop up on the channel here, or it's going to pop up on the Discord. I like the Discord more, it's cleaner. You go in there, you check out, and then you're done. That's the only way to do it. And I hope this was useful. I mean, it's a good thing to do. My recommendation is definitely do invest in cryptocurrency, at least for the mining part, because, well, when countries are printing their whole currency somewhere between 40 to 70% of the entire currency in 1 year, I expect massive inflation. So it's good to diversify. All right, see you guys in the next video. Hope this was helpful and have yourself a great day.